This FCS College Football Picks Week 9 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBET. Get started today and you'll get a risk-free bet up to $500. Terms and conditions apply. Get the details at wynnbet.com and download the app today. We're also brought to you by Better Than Vegas. Better Than Vegas is your home to free daily video picks from SGPN. It's like YouTube for sports gambling. Make sure to subscribe to our profile at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BTV. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BTV. We're also brought to you by Odds Crowd. Odds Crowd has a ton of free fantasy betting contests, including a 2K season-long MLB contest and a $500 weekly contest. Download their app today over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/odds. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/odds. We're also brought to you by Pickswise. Pickswise has free picks every day for every sport. Check out all their expert plays and betting news at pickswise.com. That's pickswise.com. Finally, we're giving away $500 in our Masters DFS contest that is completely free to enter. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/masters. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/masters. Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer Dog?
I was moving side to side. I realized people didn't see me. We're back. We're back for my favorite thing on this planet, minor college football. Let's do it.
Well, Kramer trying to degrade FCS college football because he is on the opposite of a heater. He is ice cold. Joining us as always in studio talk FCS college football, Colby Dan, aka the Dantabase. What's happening, Colby?
Well, I mean, Phil Sims, FCS football player.
Yeah. Steve McNair.
Yes. Michael Strahan, Daryl Green, Walter Payton, Jerry Rice. Come on, Kurt Warner, your boy doesn't like.
I love a good
dare to dream.
I love a good underdog story. I love college amateur athletics. They're not paid. Like these kids are truly not paid. I like that aspect.
Well, you're seeing real football. I love
everything about this so much. So I wanted to prove to you how much of a dominant tout I was, and pick games incorrectly just to toy with you. Just
toying with our emotions, Kramer. If you haven't been following, Kramer is on one of the worst all-time streaks in the Sports Gambling Podcast history.
Guinness has been contacted.
11-1 against the spread right now.
Wow.
Overall this season, and it's not just a recent thing.
Hold on, get my face off the camera.
29.4% correct. 17% on your locks. 17% on your dogs. Yeah, it is just.
You can't find anything nice to say. You don't say anything nice at all. That's what I was told.
Meanwhile, look at me. I'm hanging above 50%.
This is what it's really about.
58.82%. Let's go. That is cashing. Colby also above 50%. My lock percentage 71%. Colby's lock 67%. He's also dominating his bonus lock 67%. Kramer, how many bonus locks do I have? I'm a little worried this bonus lock percentage is off, but I'll take your word for it. So just listen to Colby and we're coming off a 3-3 week, and really the only 3 losses were picks that Kramer co-signed with us. That was really the problem.
That's you are abusing data right now, sir. I didn't get any right, so of course the ones that you got wrong, you were going to share with me. I don't like the way you're framing the data. Well, I don't like the way that you're implying.
I like framing the data how I like it, Kramer.
I don't like how you're implying that professional golf tout / creator of the first half under trend that was ungodly this year on a true heater, just like you coming through March Madness again, major college basketball. Not only did we, not since Florida and college football, college basketball have we seen a 2-way performance like us coming in second in the odds shark capper cup for football, and then just straight up dominating the world. I haven't seen a single capper cup that we would have lost at 20 and 11.
No.
So
20-11 against the spread, and we have a $750 gift card to Amazon as our prize, and we're taking suggestions.
We are
over on Twitter at Gambling Podcast.
And I know I'm spending a lot of words to get there, but what I'm saying is,
I didn't realize you were making a point. Sorry,
I was getting to my point. don't I don't know where my point was, but bottom line.
Woo, ain't smoking my weed.
Do you fade me or do you back me this week?
Continue to fade you in college football. Yes, continue to fade you. Send in your suggestions. What we should do with the $750 Amazon gift card. Gotten some good suggestions so far. A pretzel warmer / pretzel maker.
Wait, so the PlayStation / Xbox isn't number 1 on the list?
Oh, I okay. That's high up on my list. We also, Colby, any suggestions you'd like to see in the office? Someone, so I think welcome to UAB. Throw out an autographed Lenny Dykstra jersey. That'd be pretty. That's a great idea. Awesome.
I mean, I'm always pro Bosworth stuff, but I mean, I
gotta see on Amazon if there's any Brian Bosworth.
Even if it's a copy of Stone Cold, the movie signed, I would appreciate that. But
a nacho machine. I've been looking at some of those.
But what about something as simple as like we hire someone to make the iMetrics little like in golf when you wear those like they have that golf tool. I feel like in Tin Cup
rangefinder.
You do something like that for Kramer's metric system. We can do.
Oh, the K metric. I mean? A rangefinder for the K metric. I like it.
You see? Did that make any fucking sense? What I was saying right there?
Honestly, not usually too confused when you're talking, Colby. I was a little. I got you. Now
I want Lou Holtz's Colby's Lou Holtz sound drop.
So you want a way for someone to look through a lens and identify someone whose pupils are too close together.
No, I think we have some type of device for you that you can then put on and say, yeah.
Oh well, because I've thought about this before, and it needs to be more like a surveying tool, something where I'm going to set up a tripod, but I need that other angle to get the depth, because there is a depth perception in the K metric. It's not just, you would think that you don't live in a 2-dimensional world, Sean, and I'm stammering like a scientist right now because it's silly for humans to not understand this. But the 3-dimensional world that we live in, so I measure in 3 dimensions. So I'm thinking like a surveying tool, 2 of them maybe, and then you triangulate to find out
with like a rifle scope, right?
Yes, Josh Allen.
A rifle scope.
Yes, Josh Allen still will not win a championship. I'm sorry.
We gotta get our shit going mentally.
And stay tuned, because I think we're gonna have some fun with the K metric. We might have some K metric tiers to talk about come draft season.
Sounds like a good mock draft season just around the corner. We're going to be doing some of those.
And let me know
back into the best ball drafts.
And let me know if you want to see the K metric expand to punters and kickers.
Going hard, punters and kickers. We're here talking FCS college football, looking to get down on FCS college football, looking to get down on the Masters, daily NBA, MLB. You know who's got you covered? WinBet. They're bringing you the action of a sports book in Las Vegas. They're bringing it to you right in the palm of your hand. All your favorite teams, all your favorite sports, NBA, MLB, NHL, FCS, college football. They got you covered. Generous promos, the best odds in town, and parlay boosts. Are you kidding me? It's all happening over at WinBet. Get started today and you'll receive a special offer up to $500 risk-free sports bet. Terms and conditions apply. Get the details over at wynnbet.com. Download the app today. $500 risk-free bet.
Oh my God!
It is that good. Not too good to be true. WinBet.com. Download the app. Let's fucking go. Also, make sure you sportsgamblingpodcast.com/masters for a $500 free DFS contest we're putting up. All you got to do is send in a screenshot of your review from the Golf Gambling Podcast. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/masters. You submit it there. You get the link for the $500 free DraftKings contest. Let's go, baby.
By the way, not to mention, we should mention it though. We're overlay hawks.
Yeah.
And there is a overlay.
There's a huge opportunity. I don't know what you got to do to get people to want free money in this world, but Jesus Christ.
I mean, Colby, you just went through the process of leaving a 5-star review for the Golf Gambling Podcast. How hard was it? How hard was it?
It took about 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So,
which was really hard for me.
And then remind me, Sean, the contest is free.
It's a learning computer.
It's a free contest. So nothing to enter. And how much does first place get?
$500. Let's go.
Okay, so here's
baby.
what we're gonna do. If you ever want me to pick an FCS game again, this contest better have this contest better at least fill up halfway. 100 people.
Let's go. I don't know what the I don't know what you're waiting for.
I might just retire.
Oh no,
this is irritating me. Infinite overlay, you idiots. Infinite. All right, let's talk college football.
Let's do it. Eastern Tennessee State laying 3 points down in Macon, Georgia against Mercer. SoCon Super Bowl, Colby. What are you doing here with the Eastern Tennessee State Mercer? They gave Eastern Tennessee State gave VMI their first loss, but now back-to-back road game where they're a road favorite. Mercer, interesting home dog here. What are you doing?
I'm on Mercer. Look, great win by East Tennessee State. Fortunate win though. Fortunate win. VMI had a ball snap over their quarterback's head. They were in a spot to potentially tie that game or win it. And look, East Tennessee State survive and advance, but Mercer's they're getting hot at the right time. Mercer has won 3 in a row. One of the best things they did is they beat Chattanooga and made their team quit for the rest of the season. That I will give a lot of credit to.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
So no, but look, I understand. I watched that. VMI is one of my favorite teams to watch in the FCS ranks. So I watched that whole game last week, and
of course you did.
The run game for East Tennessee State was the difference. Quay Holmes got it done. But Mercer's playing good defense right now. Better. They've improved throughout the season. They got a quarterback, Carter Peavy. This kid can throw. They got Ty James at the wide receiver spot. Give me Mercer at home to look. And this is an important game because if East Tennessee State wins, they basically get a berth to the college football playoffs. If they lose,
and that's going to be fun. We got to do and Kramer, we got to get on this now. Getting a bracket competition going for the FCS college. I'm sure Yahoo, CBS, neither of those major platforms will have.
Are you saying it needs to be created?
It does need to be.
I'll spend my energy building that and not picking FCS games.
So I'm rooting for East Tennessee State to lose because VMI has been the better team throughout the year, and they've had a.
You want to see VMI get in?
They've had to battle a ton of adversity.
Kramer, where are you at? Eastern Tennessee State, Mercer.
Well, I think Colby. Sorry. But isn't that?
Don't you fucking deal with the death blow right now?
But aren't you fading this team after that VMI victory? Isn't that the reason you're taking Mercer?
I like the way Mercer's been playing lately too. I mean, I was all over them beating Furman last week,
and I was reminded. I had a moment with myself, my own personal Yoda in the swamp, and they reminded me. You're a sharp. You play numbers, not teams. And I came into this minor college football thing playing teams, playing numbers here. The +3, very appealing. Love the fade spot for East Tennessee State. I'm not going to say a single name like Peavy, but Mercer's the play here at +3.
I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm riding. I'm on the same side as Colby. I'm not going to acknowledge that Ryan's also in Mercer +3.
Yeah, don't. I don't exist right now.
Eastern Tennessee State kind of got fortunate with that VMI win. Now back-to-back road games. I'm looking to fade teams late in this FCS season. They're getting distracted. Spring break's coming. Things are opening up.
Spring break's here, bro.
All right. Spring break just happened. These guys' minds are elsewhere. The idea of like, hey, maybe I'm going to become a late round NFL pick. Those dreams have cooled off. I think the back-to-back road game is a tough spot to get up for. Mercer home dog in Macon, Georgia. Love it. Give me Mercer +3. Now we head down to Clinton, South Carolina for some Pioneer football. Davidson, a 7-point road favorite as they square off against Presbyterian. Again, this is a back-to-back road spot for Davidson. I'm going to kick things off. I'm going home dog here again. I think there's something to fading these teams late in the season. Again, small sample size, but I think the back-to-back road game is enough for me to take the home dog Presbyterian +7. Colby, are you with me?
I see your angle, but I'm going to go. Look, the winner of this, if Davidson wins this game, they are going to be in the playoffs. If they lose, then I believe San Diego will then. No, I think. What
were you telling me about Davidson before this?
They just went on the road all the way cross country to San Diego, California to take down.
Yeah, and they did. They beat San Diego, and now they got to go on another road spot. I think it's just a lot to ask for this team.
And it's the second time they've played this team this year. Presbyterian, they beat 41-24 back on the 20th of March.
That was in Davidson.
That was in Davidson.
So this again, that's why it feels like a great revenge spot for the Presbyterians.
I don't think so. I think that's an impressive victory, and I think this Davidson team, like you said, they win this game, and what happens?
They're in the playoffs,
They're
and
in the
look,
playoffs.
Davidson runs the triple option. Give me Davidson. I think Presbyterian can't just line up and play against Davidson's triple option.
And let's remind Sean, he's backing the hose, the blue hose.
Yeah.
Which I'm just.
So wait, you guys are both on, Kramer. You're on Davidson.
I remember when I thought the Cardinal was the stupidest mascot in all of sports over there in Stanford. But this FCS, these minor college football teams take it to another
They
level.
also have some of the best though. At the same
I
time,
agree.
the Jackrabbits.
No, there's some quality mascots.
I am with the Dantabase, aka Pick Dundee.
Yes, I'm
Davidson.
nervous, but hey, it's easy to see a tide turn,
Yeah,
right?
thank you. Blacks come up 11 times in a row. Reds do.
Moving over to West Long Branch, New Jersey. Kennesaw State heads to Monmouth College for a big South showdown. Kennesaw State
Kennesaw, yeah.
Kennesaw State laying 6.5 at Monmouth again. Once again, I'm going with the home dog. This is a rivalry game, and the winner gets the Big South title. I don't know why Monmouth is such a big home dog. We got a quote here from the fifth year senior defensive tackle on Monmouth. Quote, the most physical game you'll ever be in because it's constant banging, banging, banging. Their whole team is centered around what happens on that front line. So as defensive linemen, it's really on us, all on our shoulders. That seems like a guy who's going to get up for this big game. Monmouth at home, they control the line of scrimmage, do enough. Maybe win outright, but I like them getting 6.5. Colby, are you with me?
I'm gonna go with you on this, but I'm nervous because Kennesaw State's been a good program over the past couple of years, and they started out really sluggishly. And now, I mean, last week I was all over Robert
firing
Morris
on all cylinders,
getting 19, and they beat him 35-0.
You don't have to tell me that. Sometimes you got to take your medicine, guys. What are you doing here? I'm taking Kennesaw State laying the points.
Feeling
it's
better.
all about.
Yes.
I mean, I want to talk about one of the teams that 7th in the country. One of the teams that's playing as well as anyone.
Well, I can tell you about the Monmouth quarterback, Tony Muskett. This guy is a baller. All right. He is a certified baller.
That's a great name for a quarterback.
It is a
Muskett.
great name for a quarterback.
Big ass, like fucking old ass.
And also the run game. There's a guy, Jawan Fari. This guy can play, man. He's getting about 5 yards a carry. Him and Romeo Holden. Nice 1-2 punch for Monmouth.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it's essentially a championship game. Why would you not want to take the home team catching a number there? Seems silly.
I am nervous about them stopping the triple option. Didn't have only have a couple days to prepare for a triple option.
Not to mention, I believe Monmouth was the preseason pick to win this one, right? This conference.
I think both teams. I think it was because Kennesaw makes the playoffs a lot.
Kennesaw State was in the preseason. The writers' poll that I saw preseason, the minor college football tribune.
Kennesaw plays Georgia Tech week 2 next year. Look, the triple option coming back to Atlanta.
Good luck.
Look out.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Let's talk some CAA action. Williamsburg, Virginia. William and Mary, a 7-point home dog against the Richmond Spiders. Richmond laying 7 on the road. Richmond, of course, undefeated, but this is a revenge game for William and Mary. Richmond won 21-14 earlier in the season. That was at Richmond. Now you're heading to William and Mary, and you're giving them 7 points. Colby, talk me out of taking the home dog here once again.
I just didn't like their offense against James Madison. Thought
Garbage.
it was dog shit.
I was fooled by them.
So
Colby made me even watch some of the game, and they were trash.
And
eye test fail.
And meanwhile, the Spiders have Joe Mancuso.
Yeah.
Mancuso subs. It's got to be his dad definitely owned a sub shop. Mancuso subs.
Yeah, I gotta get a lot. I'm heading down to Mancuso's. What do you guys want? Give me a BLT,
like a
roast
chicken
beef. Mancuso's. He goes heavy with the oil and vinegar. Tell him a light hand on that.
He's this kid can play though. 53 of 88, completing 60% of his passes, 581 yards, 6 touchdowns, 0 picks. Highlight that. He doesn't turn the rock over. Spiders are the play. Interesting angle though. William and Mary's head coach Mike London. Mike London, former Virginia head coach, but also former Richmond head coach, had a lot of success with the Spiders over a decade ago.
Yeah, I'm going Richmond as well. William and Mary is tempting, revenge spot, home dog, but I think you laid. This Richmond team red hot, and they're I think they cracked the rankings top 25 for the first time.
Yeah, they're 12th, I think, right?
12th. Yep. just ahead of UC Davis and VMI. They're really getting their team together. So yeah, I like Richmond laying 7 as the road favorite. Kramer, unfortunately, sounds like you're with me.
Well, it 3 out of 4. You guys are lockstep with me. So
no, 2-2 for me.
Oh, you're 2-2.
Keep an eye on Spider running back Savon Smith. It's close to John Smith. This game's being played in Williamsburg, Sean.
And look out.
Wow. Look at the history coming out of the database. I didn't know.
Big Sky action. Ogden, Utah. Little known fact. I was actually born in Ogden, Utah on an Air Force base. Idaho State squares off against Weber State. Weber State. Oh wait, is it actually in Ogden, Utah?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize Weber State was in Ogden, Utah. Weber State laying.
So you better say it correctly now, apparently, right?
Yes. It's my hometown team. Weber State laying 7.5 points. Now we were fed a lot of information from a former Idaho State player who was in the YouTube chat saying that they're horrible.
Yep.
They're bad against the spread.
Yep.
Colby and I went against that logic and took Idaho State to upset Idaho as a home dog. They did. Rivalry game. This is a perfect time to fade Idaho State. Huge upset win at home. Now you got to go to the unfriendly confines of Ogden, Utah to lay to get 7.5 against this Weber State team, who is just, I mean, I don't think anyone had them this high in the top 25. They're 4-0, ranked 3rd in the nation right now. They're getting first place votes, and they're matching up against the Idaho State team. This is I'm all over Weber State here, laying the big number.
49-21 was the score in February, and that was at home for Idaho State. Idaho State has since played nothing but close games. So perhaps they've gotten better, but I don't see any reason to flip and get cute and snag the please grab me 7.5 points. So
look, we got some bad intel when that guy came through the chat. Yeah. All right, I'm impressed.
He played for him. He was maybe he got cut.
Yeah,
he was
it's a little personal. Look, Tyler Vanderwall, the Wyoming quarterback. This guy can play dual threat a little bit there.
Sounds like Colby's taking the points.
I am. Weber State is a team that, I mean, they got lucky to win again last week, man. At some point, this is gonna. Someone's gonna. Well, this is their last regular season game, so I guess this is the game that they lose, right? I got nothing else to say besides that of the first round of the playoffs.
Oh wow. Okay, so Colby's taking the 7.5. Idaho State. Now we head down to Jackson, Mississippi, where the Fighting Deons, Jackson State, a 3-point home dog against Alabama A&M. I don't know, Colby. Talk me out of this. Where does Alabama A&M come in as a road favorite here? This doesn't really make sense. Jackson State, I think we were both on Jackson State last week,
and we got killed on that.
Embarrassed. Well, it was my fault, according to you earlier in the show. But Dion disappointed all of us.
What was the final score in that game?
They got housed. It was I got that for you right here. It's 34-14.
34-14. All right, so disappointing performance by Jackson State. I had them locked up, but again, Kramer put the kibosh on that team. What are you doing now, Kramer? They're another home dog. Are you taking the Fighting Deons?
Do we know
catching 3 against Alabama A&M?
Do we know what Deon's record is coming off back-to-back losses? Doesn't seem like the kind of guy that likes losing for too long. If you watch any good mob movie, mob bosses don't like losing either. And I would have to imagine the first time you try to correct it, maybe more passive way. The second time, Deon's getting in there. Guaranteed. Deon's on the line. He's showing people how to work the press. He's getting in people's grill. He's grabbing face masks. That's what I'm envisioning. So obviously I'm taking the Fighting Deons right now. Deion Sanders is one of the greatest treasures this country has seen. I'll say that he's probably in the top 100.
Colby and I, when we were doing some deep film work yesterday, we were watching the 95 Eagles week 15 against the Cowboys. We didn't even get to the best part where they stopped the Cowboys twice on 4th and 1.
Oh, don't spoil it.
And they actually had Dion running a couple of routes.
Yeah.
He had one catch, I think, got tackled. You could clearly tell he wanted no part of cold December Philadelphia weather. And actually
on the concrete of the
it must have got in the back of my brain, because I had a dream about playing tackle football again last night. It was pretty awesome. Coach really liked me. Said I didn't have any speed, but loved my hustle. And I kept saying, "I'm not afraid to go in there. I'm not afraid to go in there." It was pretty awesome.
Even in your dreams, why are you slow in your dreams, Sean?
Because I'm realistic. I don't know. I mean, what am I dream that I have like a 4.340?
I'm just saying the sign that the simulation's already here is you're dreaming about not having a 4.340.
And you know what it made me think is that A, we got to get a football helmet for the studio. B, I am going to be boiling a mouth guard because the experience of boiling a mouth guard and chomping into it is just so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Dion though also he was afraid of Carlton Fisk after he put the dollar bill sign in the dirt in his first ever bat against legendary catcher Carlton Fisk. He told him if you do it again, I'll break your nose or something like that. Dion didn't do it the next time.
That was back when baseball allowed a little of that self-regulation, like hockey, where like catchers could just do shit.
Yeah,
like, all right, we're back here together.
Don't you disgrace this game? Look, but I'm on Dion here, man. Look, Alabama A&M's only played one game this year because of COVID problems, and that was back on March 6th. This is you know fade pause? The team coming out of COVID here. Jackson State's been playing. Despite they love to turn the ball over the past two games, but give me Jackson State to get back on the right side of things.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go against the grain. As much as we enjoy Dion as a commentator, seeing him in that cowboy uniform reminded me that he was a cowboy. He's a bit of a pretty boy. He's gonna be checking his social media. Alabama A&M, they deserve to be a 3-point road favorite. I think they cruise down in Jackson, Mississippi. Not that long of a trip for them. I think they're going to show up big.
The Dion bump is wearing off. Maybe.
I just think their defense has.
Any chance Dion's a second year coach?
We'll see. We'll see how long the.
I don't think he's going to renew the lease.
We'll see what happens to the old Dion.
His son's there, right? That's why.
Dude, they have a monster class showing up in the fall, so he'll be there, I think.
Let's talk about Odds Crowd, baby. I just coming off second place in the Odds Crowd March Madness contest. They already sent me my $2,500 via PayPal.
Oh my God.
Very
awesome,
nice.
Awesome app, awesome contest. They're running a $2,000 season-long MLB contest. Also a $500 MLB contest, $500 weekly contest. Both contests completely free. They run a ton of fantasy contests. You can do your own pick tracking. You want to run a private against the spread picking contest with your buddies. Very easy to set up, handle over on Pickswise. The app, can't recommend the app enough. Very easy to use. Very simple. If you're not a computer whiz like Colby, don't worry about it. Odds Crowd, very easy to set up. All you got to do, go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/odds. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/odds will take you right to the download link for the app. Get you signed up today over at Odds Crowd. Also, Better Than Vegas. You ever wanted to go to YouTube and check out some free video picks, but you're like, there's a lot of other shit on there. Better Than Vegas. It's like YouTube for sports gambling, and we're giving away free daily video picks. That's right, completely free. Over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BTV. They'll take you right to our profile page over on Better Than Vegas. Give us a follow there. Again, it's free. You get a notification. You can check out XFL Jim. He is a Better Than Vegas superstar, and they run a ton of free handicapping contests as well. Better Than Vegas and sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BTV. Get on our profile page. Let's go. Youngstown State getting 3 points as they head down to Springfield, Missouri to square off against Missouri State. Missouri Valley matchup. Colby, what's the angle here?
The angle here is to Bobby Petrino, motorcycle rash face is turning a corner in with the Missouri State Bears here. Look,
what's a motorcycle rash? Did you get that from taking someone's ass to lunch or eating? That's
got to be on Urban Dictionary, right? No, I mean, look, I understand they have quarterback problems. They've had quarterback problems all year with throwing. They've used 3 different quarterbacks, but I mean, this guy's won 3 games in a row, beating South Dakota, beating Northern Iowa, beating Southern Illinois. He is turning a corner with this Bears team in Youngstown State. Look, I took you last week. I thought you turned a corner. This quarterback play is trash. Mark Wade, Craycraft. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They can play defense all right.
I was so excited about Youngstown for whatever reason. I don't know. When I dove into the preseason stuff and you watch them and you can see that all they did was practice defense. That's all they did. So at this point,
grinded out blue collar team.
At this point, it's not going to get any better. I'm with you, Colby. I think they can play some defense, but you can't trust them to score ever. So only a 3-point spread. No way I'm taking Youngstown State. Give me Missouri State laying the 3.
Oh God,
we're agreeing a lot, man. I'm fucking just terrified over here.
I'm with you. I'm taking Missouri State. I think it's more for me a fade against Youngstown State. Like you guys said, their offenses suck. This is also their last road game. So again, I think some of these players may be checked out and are going to go on the road. Maybe they get up for that final home game, a revenge game against University of North Dakota. I think they probably have that game circled. This is an easy game to look past against Missouri State. Have to do a little bit of traveling. I don't think they get up for this.
Also a back-to-back road spot. And I have to imagine that there's nothing fun about the back-to-back road spot.
And I think their defense should keep it close, but I still think they're going to need more than 3 points to cover the spread.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, 4, 6, maybe you're talking, but 3, come on. Sam Houston State at home, Huntsville, Texas, laying 14 against McNeese State. Colby, we all bought into this Sam Houston State hype. Laid them 20. Took them last week. It was a primetime game, laying a big number, 25.5. They felt like they were kind of dominating that game, but kept the dog around. Got the win pretty easily. Couldn't get the cover. Now the spread jumped down a decent amount to 14. Going back and forth here. What do? Do you take Sam Houston State? They are dealing with a little bit of extra rest. And that offense has really looked amazing at times. Struggled a little bit here and there, at least covering a gigantic number. What's the take?
Well, McNeese coming off of a top 15 win against Nichols, their rival, beat them by 12. Cody Orgeron, Southland Player of the Week. And here's the angle here. I get it. McNeese, that's a good win, but they've been up and down all year. They've lacked consistency. Look, I'm on Sam Houston State. I'm going to lay the points there. I understand they let the Northwestern State hang around, but Schmid is going to look a lot better this week. These receivers they got are too much. McNeese traditionally gives up a lot of points, 31 to Nichols last week, but I think Sam Houston State's going to they're going to drop 50 on them this game.
Are we going to get to see Sam Houston State play one of these top teams?
Yes, they're on the verge of making the.
I'm looking forward to that. Sam Houston State. I hope I don't mush them because I know they're kind of an adopted D-Gens only squad.
Yeah, shout out to Go Bearcats in the SGPN Slack. He's a big Sam Houston State backer.
But I'm gonna lay the points here. I think I think that I'm excited. I'll say this: minor college sports or not, I am excited for a playoff. And I am excited for a bracket. The fact that I hadn't thought about a bracket contest. So now I'm a little bit intrigued. I'm a little bit intrigued by this minor college football.
McNeese State. I mean, are we forgetting about Cody Orgeron, Colby?
I mean, he just had a great game. He's due for a shitty game now.
Well, right? 43 points. I mean, they put up, 43 points, 21 points on the road. I think this Sam Houston State team, while they're very good, and I think they're going to put up a decent number, I think McNeese State can put up points, put up point late, put up points even in garbage time. I think 14 is a little bit high. I'm going to take McNeese State here. The dog.
And Sean, we got a caller on the locker room.
All right, let's bring. I'm guessing it's our buddy John.
No, of course, because I told you ahead of time.
What's happening, John? Thanks for calling in, man.
What's up, fellas?
Oh,
what's up, my friend?
How's your day going, John?
Well, I mean, I appreciate the early afternoon podcast. I really appreciate it.
Oh, dude, of course. And you got to check out John all over the place in the SGPN Slack.
Oh yeah,
giving out a bunch of tennis tips. I mean, John is a machine. This guy is betting on everything. What do you got going today or for the weekend?
Well, I mean, obviously the Volvo Car Open, the tennis, the WTA. So
obviously.
Look out for that on the Slack channel. So I love that. But FCS is what we're here, right?
Oh yeah,
yes, sir.
And I am fading the Penguins. I cannot stand Youngstown State. I've been screwed enough. -10 last week against Western Illinois. Are you kidding me? They lose outright.
Dude,
Western Illinois.
Their quarterback
I'm done with the Penguins.
Reminds me of I played at a level at ankle biters when you're like 8 years old, 9 years old. Their quarterback play reminds me of that.
Wow.
Where you just like basically call a hike and you run around. Like just like, okay, don't throw a pass because it's going to be an interception. Just try to move forward, right? I mean, that's the worst quarterback play in the FCS level,
and that's saying something. I mean, we've seen some. There are a couple FCS quarterbacks where you're like, oh, I could see this guy playing in a bigger program. Maybe even. I mean, that Sam Houston State quarterback.
Yeah, Schmidt,
he's a legit prospect. Of course,
and I quote the database: "He's better than Daniel Jones right now."
Well, come on. I mean, you could say that for a decent number of these FCS.
Could Daniel Jones start for Youngstown State, Sean?
It'd be close. I mean, at least they'll get him some reps, get him a look.
I can't fucking wait for this fall.
Where is the confidence?
All right,
Colby, have you ever seen such a cocky fan base coming off a 6-10 season?
I swear.
I mean,
right?
the Jets at least know they suck. Say what you will about the Jets fans. All right, you like Missouri State laying the 3 at home. Any other FCS plays jumping out at you, John?
I don't know if you guys will be talking about this Murray State. Maybe I missed it. Murray State.
We are. We will be breaking it down. What's your take there?
It now. 9.5. Jacksonville State minus 9.5.
I love this as a teaser spot almost. +9. Tease it up to +15.
Ooh.
But yeah, I like +9. I know Colby's been riding high with the Murray State Racers, so I'm leaning Murray State Racers here.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Jacksonville State's probably going to get the win. I think they are probably the better team, but Preston Rice and the Racers, that's their quarterback. He's a good dual threat quarterback. Him, DeMonte Witherspoon, their running back, that will keep him in the game. Murray State that was a close game. That was a back and forth game just a week ago against the Sean's Governors.
The Governors. I mean, yeah, how can you not take this Murray State team at home catching a huge number? I mean, they're coming off a tough loss to Austin Peay, lost 34-31. But I mean, before that, they put up 41, 35, and 36 points. Like 4 games in a row, putting up 30 more points, and you're giving that team 9.5. I know, some of these games get out of hand, but I think they'll be a live dog with this big number. Kramer, please take Jacksonville State.
Well, and they're playing for, this is I mean, they're both in the Ohio Valley. Murray State, the 1 seed right now, Jacksonville State, the 2 seed. So the winner is going to be in that playoff, guys.
I was going to say, why is it that, why is this number so big? I mean, and again,
I know it is
the
crazy.
First thing the first and one of the few things I looked at this week was who's playing for something, because these teams are quitting left and right.
Literally.
So if you're not playing for something, it's very easy for me to start discarding you. These teams are both playing for something. It's at home for Murray State.
Yeah.
And they're catching a big number. So at a minimum, this team has shown they know how to win a game. They know how to play a game all the way to the end. So,
and if you're looking at mutual opponents, Jacksonville State lost 13-10 to Austin Peay at home only 2 weeks ago. I just don't see where they're seeing this amazing firepower from the Jacksonville State offense.
I want to say they turned the ball over 7 times that game too.
Yeah.
Zion Webb's a good quarterback for Jacksonville State, but he does turn the ball over frequently. So Murray State's going to have their opportunities. Give me the Racers to cover this.
And I think 2 things. I think I'm going to look. Shout out to the YouTube chat where Patrick Ferrix is over there just validating a lot of what I'm saying.
He's going hard.
I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, he's a super commenter. And then shout out to John, because I think I might do my first FCS teaser this weekend. I like putting Murray State in there.
And Patrick pointing out that Jacksonville State top 15 team, and they did have an FBS win in the fall, so that's probably why people are so high. But again, the 9.5 just feels.
This is
super
spring
high.
football. Spring football is different than fall. It's just like the Masters in the fall. Nothing to do with Masters in the spring, as you know, Colby.
Completely
right?
different.
Big golf fan.
Yeah.
It's a different animal. It's a different animal.
All right, John. Thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
Let it ride, fellas.
Cheers,
Let
bro.
it ride. Great day to be alive. John always missed his catchphrase there. Don't worry, John. I got you. # teamwork. Oh, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still here.
Idaho heads the Cheney, Washington to square off against Eastern Washington on the red turf. Do they have a name for it? Am I missing it? Is it
the Kibby Dome?
No, I know, but I mean the turf.
The red tide.
The blue turf they call the Smurf turf.
The red.
Is there like a Satan turf? Is there some sort of?
Not that I know of, but
no
work
red
on that,
word rhymes with turf, I guess. Eastern Washington, the Eagles laying 12.5.
The lava.
The lava.
Let's just call that.
All right.
You know?
I like it. The
Is
lava.
that what it's called?
No, that's what I'm calling it. Damn it.
Lava. And Patrick in the YouTube chat is an Eastern Washington fan. He's gonna like this. I'm taking the Eagles.
He's telling you what it's called. The Inferno.
Oh hell yeah!
That's what it's called. The red turf of Eastern Washington. They call it the Inferno.
The Inferno. This Idaho team is on the ropes. They just got their ass kicked by Idaho State in an embarrassing loss against the what are they?
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
They're the Vandals.
Your favorite band, also the Bengals.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Love those gals. Now they go to Eastern Washington, back-to-back road game after a demoralizing Dream Crusher loss. I love Eastern Washington here, laying 12.5, not big enough. I'm all over the Eagles here. Colby, what are you doing?
You know what, man? Give me the points, man. They played at the Kibby Dome, only won by 7 back on the 27th of February. So I think this. By the way, I mean this game is This is right up the road. I had this Google Map a second ago. I think it's an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. As we
not
know,
a super far road trip.
We literally drove like 2 minutes.
Hour
to
and
get,
28 minutes.
Idaho is not far from the border.
It's a backyard brawl. Give me. Look, Eastern Washington's going to get the win. They look really good against UC Davis, but let me backdoor cover by the Vandals.
Well, Eastern Washington fan Patrick in the YouTube chat saying they're going to curb stomp them.
Yeah,
love that.
And just a little bit more info on the Inferno. It's been a field since 2010 when a $500,000 donation from former NFL offensive lineman and Eastern Washington alum Michael Rose ROOS. They installed it and added some a nice press box. So shout out to that guy.
Maybe we'll be heading to Eastern Washington.
We need
football season.
We need to keep an eye on their quarterback Eric Barriere. This kid's a stud, man. He's got.
Did you say Derriere?
Barriere.
Okay.
Kramer, are you on the Eagles? It sounds like unfortunately you are.
All season you take them at home on the Inferno.
Yes.
And you fade them on the road.
Yeah.
North Dakota State laying 10 points as they head to Cedar Falls, Iowa to square off against Northern Iowa. Of course, North Dakota State got off to a rough start when they lost to the Salukis in the second game of the season. They've been 3-0 against the spread after that loss. They're climbing up the FCS rankings. They're now number 2 in the country, only 1 spot back from James Madison, who was undefeated, and number 1. Coming into the season, it was basically North Dakota State's title to lose. They lost to Southern Illinois, but now they've gotten their season back on track, nipping at the heels of James Madison. Yep. Weber State, they're number 3, South Dakota State 4, Sam Houston State 5, North Dakota in the 6th spot there. It's getting interesting up top. It doesn't seem like it's just going to be North Dakota State running away with it. However, 10-point road favorite. Yeah. What's the play here, Colby?
I'm on Northern Iowa. They get their quarterback Will McElvain back he had some COVID issues. And yes, I know his 1 touchdown to 2 interception ratio is not great, but look, North Dakota State has still struggled offensively, even in their wins. Northern Iowa's got a good defense. Their head coach is a defensive guy. So I expect this defense for the Panthers to keep them in the game. Give me Northern Iowa in the points, and you know what? Maybe sprinkle a little bit on that money line.
Ooh, look out! Live dog, according to Colby Dant. Kramer, what are you doing here?
Do they have a name? Is this a rivalry with a name?
Probably. I didn't. I'm sure. Let me see. I know that they've been playing for a while. I know that.
I found an article called Bison Rewind: The Punch That Started a Rivalry. NDSU and Northern Iowa's rivalry began with a skirmish in 2009.
Things are gonna get chippy.
And they go back to 1894. They've been playing against one another. The Nickel Trophy is at stake here, guys.
The Nickel Trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think for that reason, you take the home team. North Dakota State also. Every game I've watched them play, at least the film I've seen, not this impressive.
The defense is good, and that's another thing. Their top corner.
No, but they showed you something in that
on
loss.
The season. Yeah.
You saw something in that loss.
Yeah, I guess I'm going Northern Iowa here as the home dog, but I'm worried that this North Dakota State team, as much as I'm just team North Dakota and fuck everything for North Dakota State, including you, Carson Wentz, aka Ginger Jesus. I'm a little worried that North Dakota State has kind of found their swagger and that they could just come in here and roll. But you're right. This should be a spot that Northern Iowa gets up for this game. 10 points again, does feel a little high. Again, Kramer is on Northern Iowa, so another point against him.
Real quick, it was 35-20 UNI with over 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter when things got crazy. North Dakota State was driving when quarterback Nick Mertens moved out of the pocket and shoveled past the ball to Pat Pascal. Pascal was driven out of bounds by UNI standout linebacker LJ Fort all the way through the Bison bench and up against the Fargo Dome wall.
And actually, correction: the nickel trophy was between North Dakota and North Dakota State when they were both D2.
What ensued? What ensued?
So
Google's lying to me.
According to Patrick in the YouTube,
Okay.
he seems to know what he's talking about.
What ensued was a phenomenon. What ensued was pandemonium, an all-out fight between the two teams.
Love this.
Punches were thrown. Pascal was eventually suspended by the conference for throwing a punch. Another blow to a forgotten year for MD whatever football. So you and I won that original game. So that's how the rivalry was born.
Love it.
And in fact, I think there's a tweet here. So maybe we'll throw that in the post. But yeah, I mean, you and I all the way then, right?
Oh yeah,
we learned a little something today.
Yeah. Does it have a video of the fight? We'll post that.
It does.
We'll post that at Gambling Podcast and over on our
please.
Instagram, Sports Gambling Podcast. Make sure you're following us over there. Last game of the 12-game slate. This is a Colby Dant 12-pack, closing it out strong. Sacred Heart versus Duquesne in Jacksonville, Mississippi for the NEC title.
It's actually, I fucked that up.
Okay.
That is going to be, I believe, in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
In
There you
Pittsburgh. My apologies. But yes, this is for the NEC championship. So look, this is why you tune in. Loser goes home, Sean, and
we like loser go home situations.
And I'm on the Dukes of Duquesne and Joe Mishler, their quarterback. Tell me that guy's dad never sold a tire. Okay. Look, they also got a couple stud receivers, Cyrus Holder and Davey Henderson. Great 1-2 punch. Even Joey Isabella after that. I wonder if there's any brother of Andy Isabella, perhaps. I don't know, but I can't talk. So get me the fuck out of here. But give me Duquesne to get this done.
Duquesne laying the 3. Kramer, what are you doing here?
I mean, I'll be honest. This is like minor college football to me. Give me Duquesne also laying the 3 points again. I'm going to play the number here. I'm going to play the situation.
I'm playing. I'm playing
Sacred Heart. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Sacred Heart.
You're
and
the only
points.
Catholic amongst us.
Yes, and I like. Here's what I'll say about Sacred Heart. This is a revenge spot. For some reason, they're playing in Duquesne twice. Or sorry, wait, Duquesne in Pittsburgh, or is it a neutral field?
No, it's a Pittsburgh.
Okay, so they played them on March 30th in Duquesne.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a weird scheduling quirk, but Sacred Heart lost by 3. Now they get a revenge spot.
Yeah,
I love a team coming back to Duquesne. They're going to get up for this game. Give me Sacred Heart plus the points.
You got a good running back, Julius Chestnut, averaging 8 yards or a carry, 7 touchdowns on the season. They've only played a couple games. Give this guy the fucking pill.
Give me. They're going to be roasting on an open fire. Give me the Chestnuts, Sacred Heart plus 3. John Carley, F in the chat, checking in on YouTube. Again, locker room line is still open if you guys want to give us a ring. We are now moving over to the lock, dog, and bonus lock brought to you by PicksWise.com. You want to pick wiser? Why don't you go to PicksWise.com? They got free daily picks, NBA, MLB, NHL, even the Masters. They got you covered over at PicksWise.com. Plenty of picks, plenty of action, bunch of contests as well. Make sure you check them out. PicksWise.com. Kramer, kick things off. Lock, dog, and bonus lock.
All right, let's bring my powers over. Let's see if we can force an offensive explosion out of Youngstown State. Give me Missouri State minus the 3.
Ooh.
For my dog. Ooh. Not a ton of dogs.
How do you abbreviate Missouri State? Because if I do MOST, it looks like moist.
Yeah, too moist. I like moist.
Moist minus 3.
Moist minus 3. Northern Iowa. Let's play it. We didn't like them early in the season. A lot of churn. This is a rivalry game. Plus, I don't know. North Dakota State. I think they're a little bit paper this year. I'll be honest with you. Minor college paper. And for my bonus lock. Let's fade Idaho State one more time. Weber State minus 7.5, and a bonus lock because I'm bringing it back for everyone. Davidson minus 7.
Oh, We're
so you're
deep
doing
into-
2 bonus locks.
I gotta
like
catch
this.
up. I gotta
like
catch
this,
up.
man.
Davidson plus 7.5. What was it?
Yeah, 7. I'm just pushing all my chips to the center of the table.
Okay. I will give you out my lock dog bonus lock. I clearly have to be. Oh, you know what I really like?
The Inferno, backing Eastern Washington in the Inferno.
Yes. Well, shit. Kramer's on it, but he didn't lock him up, so maybe I have a chance there.
Do you think international coxman of mystery Jack Doyle likes to go to the Inferno?
I'm gonna go McNeese State. McNeese State catching 14. Give me my boy Cody O, son of legendary coach Ed Orgeron. For my dog play, I'm gonna go Monmouth. I think they're a live dog at home.
No.
Monmouth on the money line. And for my bonus lock, I do like Sacred Heart. I do like Eastern Washington laying the 12.5 against Idaho. You know, I'm going to go Murray State. Give me Murray State plus 9.5. It is an all dog card for my lock dog and bonus.
You get 2 bonus locks according to.
No, I don't need them.
Okay.
I don't want to. You know, I don't want to throw off the mojo. I am 59%, and appreciate all the great feedback in the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Colby, what are we doing here?
Well, first, Patrick Ferks has convinced me to switch my Idaho pick to Eastern Washington.
Oh,
minus
wow,
12
okay.
and a half. So get me down there as Eastern Washington minus 12 and a half. But
this is great. You're listening to the chat.
well, you know, he
The
makes a great
database-
point. The coach wasn't there the first game. They were out a lot of players. So let's go. But as my lock, let's not overthink
No,
this.
don't overthink it.
Don't overthink this one, guys. It's right there for you. The Davidson minus 7. This triple option is going to shit on Presbyterian.
Wow, copied my bonus lock.
My dog is Jackson State, guys. They're going to get back on track and win on the money line against Alabama A&M. They haven't played in like 6 weeks. Come on now. Bonus lock, guys. I'm wearing a Delaware Blue Hen shirt for a reason.
Ooh,
all right.
Off the
Love
book.
the hens.
Lay the 25 against Delaware State. All right.
All right, Delaware State, you're going down
But 2 undefeated teams going toe to toe. But come on.
in a rivalry game. You're taking a team laying 25.
There's something. Look, to quote NC Nick, it's the year of Delaware. He's like, Biden wins the election. Both these teams are undefeated. All
Look
right.
out,
Yeah, that's a good
Delaware
point.
football on the move. All right, guys, it is Masters Week. Make sure you check out. We just knocked out a 90-minute Masters preview. Hit on the Darnold trade as well a little bit. Enter our $500 free Masters contest DFS. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/masters to get that action there. We're going to be doing sounds like Kramer's going to be hopping on the locker room live after the first couple rounds, after the cut in the Masters.
Yeah, I think me and Capper are going to jump on with. I'm sure other people will be there. I'm sure it just won't be us. You know.
So stay tuned to that. Give us a follow on Twitter at Gambling Podcast so you never miss the action.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Sean, I will donate. I'm making a claim right now. I will donate $100 for every win I have in the FCS this weekend. So you can
Donate it to where?
well,
So
someone
over
can
the
decide.
past 2 weeks, that would be $0. $0.
I will allow. Well, that's why I got to give back. I will. A listener can decide, or you can decide, Sean. But I'm so confident. I think I'll be donating $1,000.
All right, so stay tuned.
My accountant tells me I need more donations. So, but,
Stay tuned for Kramer's mysterious donation for the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
what I just said.
Kramer.